Coming up on Mountain News this morning, being sick during the summer can be a bummer, so we'll see some ways to avoid an ailment. And Prestonsburg is starting an annual festival a week earlier this year.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on Thursday, June 27th. We're almost to the end of the month. That is so crazy. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Crazy indeed, Olivia. Hard to believe the 1st of July is Monday. 64 outside our door here at WYMT. Wet start to the day, foggy start to the day. When you look at the visibilities, leaving Hazard up to the north at Moorhead, Irvin, and then Lexington. Buck and a half visibility at Harlan as we are looking to see the rain depart. Temperature-wise, upper 60s to the north. We're now at 64 here in Hazard, as well over at Clintwood. It's 66 at Williamsburg, and here is the pinpoint Doppler radar. We zoom into the south of Hazard as this action continues to depart Wayne, Whitley counties, and as well we'll depart Harlan and Kyles Ford here as we make our way through this 5 o'clock hour. And check out the planner for today, because once the sun rises, it'll start doing its good old magic. With the cold front continuing to depart, it's cooler today, not as humid, and a comfortable to slightly humid feel to the air as we head forward this evening. And a forecast high today in Hazard up to 85. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast, and is this a short relief or a bigger relief this time around? We'll let you know coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Summer and sickness are two things we often do not associate with one another. But as I'm about to explain, germs spread fast, especially around big holidays like the 4th of July. From the flu to strep throat and even COVID, nurse practitioner Carol Sloan says exposure to sickness is everywhere.
Think about it. You go into the grocery store, and if you don't wipe down your cart, you just put your hands there. So if you don't wash your hands, how many times are you walking through there and your nose itches and you kind of rub it and stuff? So there you go, you've exposed yourself. As
Sloan explains, germs are everywhere, even in the places we do not often think about, saying she has seen a variety of illnesses this summer.
It's been a little bit of everything. It's been allergies, it's been some viral stuff, and then flu. What's really odd is that it is going around in summer. Usually that's more of like you see fall, winter.
And with the 4th of July roughly a week away, folks will be flocking to the store to prepare food for the festivities and gather with their friends and family. Sloan says it's always a good idea to be mindful of getting sick.
All the crowds you're in, you know, people's like coughing, you're going to be exposed to that too. If you're more prone to being ill, you have like the immunocompromised people, definitely you might wear a mask if you have to go out, or, you know, try to avoid as much of the population as you can.
Sloan added, if you are not immunocompromised, you have much less to worry about as long as you are ensuring that you're keeping your hands clean. Prestonsburg Summer Carnival is on the schedule this week, kicking off a week earlier than usual with fun planned for all. The city announced the carnival, which usually runs in conjunction with Star City Day on July 4th, is opening in Archer Park this week, seeing responses from the community questioning the early scheduling and the price of tickets. So Sheena Maynard, owner of Lou's Place for Pets, worked with several community donors to buy out the carnival so it could be open to the public free of charge, encouraging families to go out yesterday for the first night. The David community has some visiting volunteers this week, bringing an annual outreach from out of state. The David School is one of several work sites for Project Hope, which has 50 volunteers from Pittsburgh visiting the Prestonsburg area. School officials say it is always a blessing to have the group come back to the area.
I'm thankful to have them. They're part of the Falcon family here, and look to many more years of service with them.
The group has been visiting and volunteering in the mountains for 5 decades. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman is challenging the Biden administration on rules that would require increased fuel efficiency for cars and light trucks. The Attorney General says the rules require dramatically higher fuel economy within a decade. It calls for the effort and attempt to drive gas-powered vehicles off the road and replace them with electric vehicles. Coleman says less than 1% of vehicles registered in Kentucky are EVs. The Biden administration has called for half of new vehicles to be EVs by 2030. A Kentucky canine is stealing hearts online for his story of resilience and his love of snack cakes. Bo is a rescue out of Webster County who was fighting cancer with a little love and a lot of sweet treats. Terry Lynn Nunn has made a habit of volunteering her time at the local shelter. Nunn said Bo kept to himself and did not like much human interaction. But that all changed when she got inside his kennel and he discovered what she had in her pocket.
I kind of drug out the Little Debbie snack cake. I had one in my pocket and I said, would you like a bite? And he kind of did a little side eye at me and I gave him a little bite and scooted a little closer. And that's how we became friends.
While Bu was busy discovering snack cakes, Terry and Yvette discovered Bu has cancer. Bu has since been adopted, and Nunn says he is now accustomed to the finer things in life. She says they tried to substitute cheaper versions of the snack cake, but Bu was not having it, sticking exclusively to Little Debbie's. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, a new procedure could help people with cataracts, even going as far to restore some patients' eyesight.
I'll be paying attention to that, seeing how my mother, who's close to 80, has been going through that the last year. In the meantime, the Pinpoint Doppler radar keeping an eye on the rain that's departing the region. Now, if it's departing, does that mean things will be improving? We'll let you know. Your first alert 7-day forecast as WYMT Mountain Morning News continues.